Alrighty. So we didn't hear back from Fuzzy. And Fridge is not available, so no RV there yet tonight. Instead, we will continue our 5-job Fiesta run. Which actually, I should update 2 more things real quick here. Do. Okay. So we have to load from our autosave at Riovan's Castle. I think we want this one. Oh, that's mid-battle. Pre-battle, Castle Keep. This is the one we want. Oh yeah, that's right. Even though it says pre-battle, it puts you here. So we'll just restart from formation. Yeah, but it's alright. We can just change formation and retry. Now remember, we gotta change to people or gear. You need to be set up. I think it was just... Oh yeah, the chameleon robe and the winged boots. So I think what we need to do is we can't have MWG right up at the front, because Ivalice can kill both Ramza and MWG. It looks like he's going to target MWG. I mean, the other thing we could try speed gear, but your speed is only 7. So we can knock it up to 9, which maybe that's faster than Ivalice, but then you're going to be dealing less damage too, right? I mean, we'll give it a try if you want. Actually, I don't... We do have one Hermes shoes. So we'll have to take the Hermes shoes off of the person who has those right now. Which was at 9. And then, I guess instead of that, you can have power gauntlets. We'll give this a try. We'll watch the cutscene stuff once. Even though we've seen it in previous attempts, we'll watch all the dialogue once.
未だこの世界の変革を私は望んでいる。それはそうだろうよ。その私の切なる願いを成績が受け止め、この圧倒的な力を私に与えたのだから。ならば成績が導く通り世界を変えよう。この腐った世界をまっさらにな。手始めにまずは貴様だ。貴様の悲鳴はどんなだ。聞かせてくれ。
Lose voice? Is that like the name of PS1 ability? I forget if we want to hit first or... Oh, Kiyomori is what we want to do first. And then we want to stay as stationary as possible. For the sake of speed and getting turns. And the more that we can bait him into doing attacks like that, the better. Mid-turn dialogue? Okay. Don't remember it quite happening like this before, but alright. Oh, okay.
その時代の為政者が自分の都合のいいよう歴史を改ざんする。だがその行為の何が問題だ。なぜなら神の奇跡を望むのは誰でもない。いつだって在野の民衆だ。何の努力もせず不平不満を口にし他者の足を引っ張る。そして奇跡を夢見て為政者にそれを求める。そうやって民衆が望むものを為政者が用意し与える。歴史はその繰り返しさ。確かに為政者たちは民衆の弱い心を利用している。だがな、民衆もまた利用されることに満足している。人間の最も弱い心が作り出した虚像、それが神だ。神なんてものは存在しない。その実みんなわかってるんだよな。嘘ってことを。ただそのぬるま湯に使っていたいのさ、民衆はな。
神の奇跡にすがったあなたがそれを言うのか。弱い心を持つあなたがそれを。
ああ、そうとも。俺は弱い人間だ。だからこそ神にすがった。その何が悪い。その結果神などいないことを悟った。だが魔は俺に力を与えた。もちろん俺は弱い人間のままだ。だが
Oh, you know what I don't have
世界を変え
open?
られるだけの力を持っている。なあラムザ。
Or
俺を
jobs for
否定
this.
する貴様こそ本当に強い人間と自信を持って言い切れるのか。
努力をしている。
脆弱なままで人を滑ることができるのか。ベオルブの名を継ぐ者として弱さを克服できるのか。まあいいさ。どちらが強いのかすぐにわかる。
僕の番だ。
Give me just a second. Where? What's... That's what I want. You know what? I don't... Alright, what is the screenshot that we have to take at the end anyway? Or like the proof? There's a lot of not finished runs. Interesting. Upload a picture of your victory somewhere. Is it just of the you beat the game? Oh. Skip the AoE of a summon. In such a confined space. Oh, I see why you were saying that you were lucky to get the screenshot. Oh, I wanted to. So, like, I guess I have to look at the screenshot that you took. Wait, I'm logged in. Where does it... This page before had a your jobs are... Oh, yeah, there it is. I'm just blind. Didn't see that. Okay. Well, not blind, but I was just bad at reading the page. There we go. I had to pull it out into its own window to get at the shop. Oh, okay.
役も立つ。出雲の神の知るところ。行くも帰るも。雨の村くも食らえ。
We got a pretty cooperative graph. Dang, I was hoping he would go for another physical. I don't think I'm gonna heal. Because I think even if we are healed up, Ramza is still pretty one-hittable. One-shottable at 199. So I'm just going to blast us into the next phase here. I mean, we do have Protect and Shell up. It might have been worth trying to go into this stage more healed, but...
だが
I mean, you didn't have to. You don't have to have all the jobs unlocked on everybody. Like, for the 5-job Fiesta rules, you just have to have at least one person in one of the 5 jobs in the final battle. Technically. I wanted the work to get everything unlocked for everybody, so that way I can move abilities around as I need to. I guess if you were doing like 0 random battles, I could see that happening a bit. We have done some random battles, more just for the guild buy gear than for levels and stuff.
さあ、どちらの力が勝るのか、勝負しようじゃないか。
Yeah, Mana Font and Mana Shield are a pretty good combo. Although, if you get hit... Wait. Why can't I use abilities? I thought they fixed that. Oh, I could last time too. I swear it was grayed out. Is it like sometimes it's grayed out and sometimes it's not? Although now, because we outspeed, I mean, I don't think silence is going to go off in time. Oh, we didn't learn silence either. Whoops. Well, we brought you into smack. Oh, we need to keep you alive. That will go off before your turn. Yeah, you could do Invigoration, or the thing is, if he's charging a spell, you do like 400 damage. Although it'll probably be a little bit less because we took your magic attack down a bit. The thing is, I don't want to just run you up and try to do something, right? Because the other thing is, like, even Invigoration is coming after a few turns. I have to make sure your spell's going to get off. You can't just rush forward. Yeah, you don't have any abilities that lock you into where you move. We can still reset. I mean, so we can look at... Like, you deal more damage, or you dealt more damage before with physical attack. But I think we have to pull you back for now. It is juicy, but it's a challenge of getting it off. So he's hitting there to hit both of them. Where is that exactly? So that's not safe. Pretty much anywhere I could put the archer to hit Ivalice. Or Ivalice is not safe. Or Ivalice. I keep thinking of the original name. I mean, you have Protect and Shell. Right, Shell, I think, would protect you To some degree, it's going to do a little less damage, but yeah, it still might do enough to take you out. I don't know if Ramza is going to survive, but we'll try. Damn, even moving over to the left, he's like protected himself pretty damn well too. That's annoying. Okay. I think the next set of turns, I'm gonna have to kind of just rush it, like bum rush them. Like maybe do a little bit of healing, but also bum rush, because those guys in the back are gonna be a problem. Let's see how much this does with Shell Up. Okay, it's still one-shots. I think giving you the speed gear was actually not the play. Because it gave you your turn before him, and we had you up front, so we couldn't move you to a safe spot. He could reach you pretty much anywhere you moved. I don't know that silence would have gone off in time. Invigoration was not going to go off in time. Quintessence or whatever might be faster than that. I don't know if it's going to go off before he gets his turn, though. It might. But we do have a bit of turns here. Dang. Only one of them. Let's see how much your physical does. It does more than Invigoration, but... Actually, you know what? You get one shot anyway. Yeah, Invigoration is... Actually, Invigoration is doing more damage. No? Huh? Didn't say like I thought it said like 240. Oh, he leveled up. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I derped out. Okay. I meant to Phoenix down. I just went too fast. That'll probably cost us the fight, too. If it wasn't already lost. Okay, one of those two was going to survive. Probably the monk. They're using Giga Flare. Honestly, I'm not sure what I would have had. Yeah, you know what? We might just restart the fight. I'm curious how much damage, though, the monk takes from this while shelled. 123. So he can at full health tank that. Let's try this one more time. And we'll give you silence and just see if that can get off in time. That's not the boots I wanted. And you know what? I'm gonna give you Germinus boots instead of the gloves. Alright, so now all dialogue in this fight we'll just fast forward through. Oh, I have an interesting ability interaction question for you, MWG. See if you know this one. So if you put Charm on an enemy unit and then entice that unit while Charm is still on it, how does that unit now behave? So you think Charm drops off? He's not being as cooperative this time. I'm gonna play this a little risky. Because we get one shot by Cyclops. We might as well just end this fight as quickly as possible. Although... yeah, you know what? We just end it. So the way that interaction between those two abilities actually works is Charm stays on the enemy unit. It does gain traitor status, but it doesn't target your units. It will still target the enemy team, even though Charm is still sitting on it. Yeah, we haven't got one single slow. So if you have an enemy unit charmed, you can feel free to entice it and not risk it suddenly attacking your units or like having to wait for charm to fall off or whatever. You can entice a charmed unit and it's not a problem. See? I can't... That's why I was assuming I can't do an ability. Maybe... I didn't move this time, so maybe you have to move and then use ability and then you have abilities open. Like, it just gives you a full fresh turn. But if you just do an ability without moving, yeah, that, like, must be the difference. Well, I forgot to give you silence anyway, so hold on. That was a good experiment, though, to see that. So this time, when I finish We Graph off, I will move and then act. And we'll see what happens. I'm actually curious about that now, because I was planning on putting up Shell, because that does help. At least, like, the monk, right? I gotta sneeze. Oh, that sounded so weird at first. Because I was like trying to hold it in so I could maybe hit the mute button, but I did not get to it in time. It's gonna give you dramatic speeds this time. And I remember I gotta eat you. Quiescence. Quiescence? Cuisinart? Maybe, but it would No, I don't think actually. I don't think you can either. Hey, we actually got an evade. It's kind of nice. Sword shattered this time around, okay. And he's just gonna be... oh, baby. And drag this fight out. Okay, so I have just one more hit on him. Run up. Do that. And the sword shattered, and we didn't get... so 2 katanas shattered. We did not get slow. Okay, we moved and attacked, so we should... I meant to actually have the dancer one over, but it's alright. 3 katanas shattered. See, it doesn't get off. It's gonna go off before his turn. It's like one of the fastest spells. No. Giving the Mystic her turn before Belias is not a winning strategy. It's gonna go off on the same turn that Invigoration would go off. Hesitation goes off at 8. I don't think we can atheist him, can we? No. That would be kind of hilarious, though. So, like... Well... You know what? Let's just... You're not going to get a dance off. Maybe he just walks up and smacks you. Or does that. But Cyclops is going to get off after Invigoration. Which means we could silence. Unless... Here's the thing. He has the option to run up and smack you, which will more than likely KO you. So if we go for silence, I suspect that's what he does. He just walks up, smacks you, KO. Which prevents silence from landing on him. Invigoration, he's still going to be able to get his Cyclops off. And KO you and Ramza. But we still don't have a safe spot to frickin' hit him from with the archer, though. Because of where he chose to land the Cyclops. I know Ramza's not going to survive it, so there's no reason to heal him. If I move there, you still can't get in position to actually res her either. You know what? You can survive, though, Cyclops. But I don't think you can actually hit him from here, can you? No. Okay, maybe here, though, for now. These guys should just move and wait. You know, this time I actually Phoenix down instead of frickin'... Oh, okay. Moving the monk there opens him to Giga Flare, which he'll survive. I should have probably rezzed her. I only hit one of them. Yeah, it is. I was trying to see if I could shockwave like both this guy and that guy, but I can't. Height difference is too great for these two. And it's also too great for Ivalice from here.
Wiglaf! その悪しき力を手にして、今あなたが望む変革とは一体何だ？
俺が望む変革だと。
かつてあなたは妹さんや仲間たちと共にこのイバリスの支配構造を変えようとしていた。だがさっきあなたは言った。この世界の変革を私は望んでいると。そしてその変革とは成績が導くのだと。成績が導く変革とは何なんだ？
そうだな。言うなればそれは自由だ。束縛からの解放と言ってもいい。かつての俺たちのように不当に虐げられていた者たちに自由を与えてやろう。そうだ。皆を解放。
I feel like the play is to pull the Mystic back, or have her be slower than Ivalice. But yeah, like he can't even get damage off with Ramza now. Actually, I don't think he can move far enough because we have the winged boot on. So you're not even blocking him from it. He just can't even move there because of the winged boot. We don't have any plus movement abilities available to us this run except, yeah, except like plus jump. But I said movement, intending the move stat, you know what I mean. We can't even revive because of the height difference. Really, Shockwave can't even go from... Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, 感謝する。これで僕は
That probably knocks the dancer down. And then that and together with that is gonna knock the monk down. Oh, monk actually lived. Not that I think it's gonna do much, but take that. Take that! It's gonna be game over, but... Hey, speed search. That went off. That's kind of cool. We'll give this one more try. Well, with casting, with rushing the Mystic forward, casting Silence, and then if that doesn't work, I think we try not giving the Mystic speed gear. So that she gets her turn after him. I'm gonna try tossing the monk over here. Maybe give you a little bit more movement. Oh, I forgot to give the, I did not change his gear. I thought I changed his gear, but I'm remembering from the fight before. I remember to set up the Mystic, but forgot to set up Ramza. Thought I had done that. We're gonna try the full speed gear one more time. Actually, no, I do want the monk on the side with the archer anyway as well, now that I think about it, because I want to get him with the shell. So I do kind of need him over here for that. There we go. Yeah, I don't know which would go off first, if Cyclops is cast first, or some... Maybe we'll have less katanas break this time. He's gonna do this shit. Mursama breaks, okay. Is it Mursama or Mursame? Mursame. I do feel like this fight is winnable. Okay, our shit wore off, but that's fine. He's physically attacking because of that, so maybe that's for the best. Quite a few katana shatters, though. Yeah. This is gonna at least pump the whole party, which is nice. And now here's what I suspect is gonna happen. We're gonna cast this. And he's just gonna come up and whack us. Yeah. But it does save us from actually, if I res you right now, you're just gonna get KO'd by the demons before you get a turn. It does save us from a Cyclops for a cycle. If I Phoenix down you, you're just gonna get knocked right back down by the demons behind them. Because all three get their turn before you do. Speed Surge is nice. If you can survive all three of these, or if N9 can survive all three of these demons, and gets enough Speed Surge, the problem is if he gets KO'd there, I have no way of rescuing him. Maybe she needs Invigoration as well. Or Silence on the Dancer could work, potentially, too. He's gonna Unholy Darkness. Oh, we survive it! Thing is, I can't revive right away. Think. Huh. Okay, let me think this through. We unfortunately didn't get fast enough to get a turn before the Mystic. The Mystic's next turn isn't for a while. We get 2 turns in between then. Monk can survive a Cyclops. The thing is, again, even if I revive, they can just Giga Flare to knock you down and do AoE damage, so it's still not advantageous for me to revive you. Like, I need to heal to keep him alive. And pull him back. True, but they'd probably go with the AoE, because they don't need the damage of Unholy Darkness. But I think I pull him back, like, here. Now you can run forward. And we could Ame no Marakumo, or yeah, that's probably going to be the one that does the most damage. We're not getting a revive off, because you can't move into place. He's like, I need one of my revivers to get their turn. Maybe I moved the archer a little too far, but maybe not. He's gonna run away. You are not in Cyclops range, but the problem is, again, these two lovely gentlemen get their turn before you. So again, you will get raised, and then they can Giga Flare to fuck up the monk and KO the mystic. That is more than likely what will happen. But I could... See, the thing is, I revive you. If they Giga Flare me, Monk takes damage, Mystic gets KO'd, and I've done nothing but reset. All I've done is reset the Mystic's death timer at possibly the cost of the Monk, because maybe the other guy then KOs the Monk. Or puts the Monk into critical. I could potentially deal damage to one of these guys to work on knocking them back. And trying to push those guys back a bit. But I don't think I can, with the healing that's available to me, I don't even know that that's the play, because I don't think I can take a full-on fight with all of the enemies here. Another possibility that we could do in a future attempt is, instead of Invigoration, we could try draining Ivalice's magic. Like MP, so that way he just gets less casts. Because if you bring his MP to like low enough, then he can't cast his summons anymore. They do have limited MP. Well, Invigoration, or not Invigoration, but Empowerment does what percentage of magic points? Like, that's the thing, we don't have Rend. If we had Arts of War available to us, we could Rend MP. Rend MP is actually useful against enemies like Ivalice. I have done that sort of strategy before, or I've seen that sort of strategy when we from a full AI playthrough, where it does that to cancel out an enemy's spell. I mean, I can't think of much better, so I guess we try the revive, but I'm telling you, it's not going to go well. There's the Giga Flare. Monk should at least survive. But maybe not this Unholy Dark. Actually, no, he might survive that. But now I've got to be careful, because Ivalice is going to get a turn. He's going to... Let's try something. Don't like my guys grouping together, but... Oh, you get a turn too. Okay, you're just gonna Giga Flare Bronza. That will do enough to drop you. It's Lich? This creates an interesting situation. Yeah. He gets a turn, so he could heal, which would spare the monk. The archer will take a hit from Lich, but that shouldn't be a killing blow. He'll just be weak. And hopefully Slow Dance can... Hey, we got a slow on Ivalice. Well... Here's the thing. I can't do the whole group because I can't get there because I have the winged boots on. The other thing is if I don't heal, the monk gets dropped. Now, while the monk does not have... I guess it is 58%, but I'm gambling, right? Yeah, so what I'm thinking is I heal. If I want, the archer will get a turn before the mystic's turn comes up, so I could jump up and revive the mystic, and then the mystic could invigoration and drop back. But if Lich hits the monk and I don't heal the monk, I risk the possibility of, like, both of my revivers dropping. Silence could possibly work. His physical hurts a lot, though. So I need to be careful with who they start dropping. Yeah, that's what was my original thought, was to heal. And then move, Ramza out of the way. Gleam, you just keep dancing. Okay, so it hit our archer, but not our monk. Which is kind of good because it gives the archer more... maybe I should have Kiyomori'd again. No, that's alright. I think... Nope, not there. I go here. The reason I go here is I noticed Giga Flare has no height tolerance. So they can't Giga Flare both the archer and the monk from here. Yeah, heal was the correct move. Ivalice is slow enough that the monk's gonna get a turn before him, which is nice. Ooh, and this goes off before him too. Nice. Do these guys get silenced too? They do. I could actually cast it there. I don't know if that helps. Does that help to get these guys silenced some? Would that stop them from casting, like, Giga Flare and Unholy Darkness? Probably. It could make things worse if they just run up and start smacking me. But I also don't have Protect on, and Shell on anymore either, so... Oh, shoot, I did Unit. That guy's gonna get a turn before Silence goes off. Okay. Unless... his speed did get lowered again. Yes! It worked out. No, it didn't. Crap. I thought it did for a second. Never mind. That dude's gonna get silenced. Oh no, he's gonna Giga Flare. Actually, then in that case, I would not have got silence off anyway. That mistake didn't matter. The scary thing is Ivalice is going to get one turn first. I think what I do is I revive MWG. Because then I'm not blocking the monk from reviving Ramza. Or sorry, the archer from reviving Ramza. So if Ivalice decides to Cyclops here, then it depends on when Cyclops is going to go off, because I would be opening everybody up to it, but yeah. And then it's going to be up to what Ivalice does. Or Belias does. So Cyclops there. But when does Cyclops go off? Before Ramza's turn. And I can't heal anybody, but I'm going to get my turns again. I'm gonna have to pick like everybody up, but if Slow Dance can land a few more times though. Maybe, but I was looking at, like, the turns. And I feel like it was a better use of the archer's turn to just heal him up. We just got 2 slow dances off before any of them got a turn. Might want to change her up to the status Forbidden Dance. This is kind of like the opposite of the Weegraph fight strat that some people use, where we run away and Tailwind to up Ramza's speed, but in this case we're just lowering the enemy's speed. I can't check Belias' speed, but these guys are at 2, 3, and 1. This guy's speed can't get any lower. I think I'm gonna revive Ramza next. I do have to be a little bit careful. He's gonna get a actually. I could kill him, that would be really nice. I'm trying to be careful of like a Giga Flare wiping everybody out while they're weak. Maybe I don't bring Ramza up yet. I could bring MWG up and maybe silence these two, or one of them. Try and get a silence off on this guy. But I don't know if the spell will get off in time. Yeah. The archer will get a turn before the demons. So yeah, maybe that is the play. I'm gonna keep her on slow dance for now. Good. Everybody was out of his attack range. Granted, that means he gets his turn a little bit faster, but that's alright. We flat out miss. Ramza will fall, but that's okay. I'm just trying to give the monk some HP here.
風に散る葉の命と線村雨回復を。危なかったぜ。
負けないよ。
Yeah, not much I could do about that.
しまった。
But everybody survived, so that's good. Ivalice is gonna get a turn, but he's gonna smack though. I think he can one-shot either of them. Oh yeah, he is gonna start using... So I have to be careful of that, don't I? Clear that. Yeah, you could get a Forbidden Dance off. I guess we can't hit that dude.
倒れるわけには。諦めないで。まだやらそうだ。
仕掛けるか。
Hmm. Actually, I think we just keep her in the corner as long as Ivalice or Ivalice. Okay, maybe we do move her on over at least. Which one's turn is it? That's the silenced one, actually. Have you do that? Stop is nice. My buffs fell off, but that's okay. I didn't dance so that she gets her turn a little bit faster.
さてどうする。
He is so far back from getting his turn that he doesn't even have a number. He's in befuddle again. Too bad I can't shockwave to, like, clear it off of both of them at once. I do have to clear the... Wait, who gets their turn first? The dancer. Oh, wait, is Purification AoE? Oh, it is. I don't use Purification all that often. I was thinking it worked like, Salve. I don't like you being chilling there in range of Ivalice, though. Although, actually, I mean, you're gonna get your turn before Ivalice again, so, you know what? Oh. I guess stop wearing off changed the calculation of when aim was gonna go off, or I misread it. Oh well. Well, that should be fine. Ramza doesn't get a second turn. So I think I fall back and heal. There we go. I knew this team could do it, we just had to find the right approach, and we lucked out with a Lich cast from them. Your greatest contribution in WG there with those invigorations. Alright, I gotta go pee while this plays. I will be right back. I'm probably gonna grab myself an ice cream.
ただしあいつを倒さないと世界が滅ぶ。皆に伝えてくれ。戦争なんてやってる場合じゃないって。協力しないとダメだ。手を取り合って。剣はどこだ。腕が動かない。
大丈夫よ、安心して。大広間にあいつの死体があったわ。兄さんが倒したの。だから大丈夫。もう戦わなくていいのよ。
本当か。そうか。なら安心だ。俺の上着ポケットに成績が。それを君の兄貴に渡す。
あったわ。必ず兄さんに渡すから。
頼んだぞ。疲れた。
I mean, she doesn't know which Lukavi did this.
すごく。
Also, the Lukavis don't leave corpses behind. They leave stones. How did she see that and not connect with Ramza?
寝るよ。あと
誰だそこにいるのは。こんなところにいたのか。貴様もあの世に送ってやろう。怖がらなくてもよい。苦しまずに殺してやる。
I wonder if part of Fulmarv's logic here
やられただと。
in killing Isolde was like, if I mortally wound him and give him some time alone with the stone, will he succumb to it or not? If he doesn't and he dies, well then he was useless. If he does, and becomes a new Lukavi, he's useful.
バルゴがなぜバルゴがこの娘に反応するのだ。まさか貴様。これはいい。なんたる行幸。思いがけぬところで見つけるとはな。あと100年は必要かと思っていたぞ。
やめて、痛い、離して。
安心しろ。殺すのはやめだ。さあ、おとなしく従うんだ。さあ。
Also, what if this was just a huge misunderstanding by both Fulmarv and Ultima? Because Virgo stirred in front of Alma, but what if the real reason it stirred is not because she's the perfect vessel, but because she is a descendant of the one that slew Ultima before? But like both Fulmarv and Ultima misrecognized why the Auracite reacted. We're also going to do a save just in case we get stuck here. I'm going to reset some of our gear. before. I think it was the Mage Power Gloves, but I might actually give him the red shoes for this fight. Yeah, Kimari is our best purchase katana right now. Our archer can. I don't think Invigoration will instantly knock someone to, critical. The thing is, the Mystic is probably the one who can deal the most damage in one hit. But if we boost her speed up, we have no way of boosting her movement. You hear money noises? I don't know what you're talking about. Like a bag of gold is... I don't think that's coming from my stream. Shoot, hold on a second. I dropped one Dippin' Dot. Give me a sec. I don't want to let that just lay wherever it landed and melt. Where did you go, Dippin' Dot? Oh, okay. It was right there. Gotcha. Okay, actually, I just thought of a question. So, when I've done research on Dippin' Dots, like purchasing Dippin' Dots before, they state that you should keep it with like cold ice, like not cold ice, what you call it? Oh shoot, what's that? Dry ice. So, I've never just bought Dippin' Dots because of that, but I really, really like Dippin' Dots, right? Like growing up, going to any like theme park or like I think they sell them at the zoo as well. Like if I was at a place like that and they had Dippin' Dots, I made sure to hit the Dippin' Dot stand, right? So, never bought them because you're supposed to keep it with dry ice. I just realized I have in the freezer Dippin' Dots ice cream. It's like this fudge sundae one though, where there's like normal ice cream on top with a little bit of like hot fudge sundae, and then it's like cookies and cream Dippin' Dots underneath that. Why can that be in my normal freezer? But Dippin' Dots can't. It's Dippin' Dots ice cream. What's the difference? Yeah, I think we give this a try and just kind of see what happens. But I'm gonna do a save, so that way if like this becomes a hassle like the last fight, we have a save. Your position doesn't matter.
任せてください。
おうよ。
力を出し切る。
Oh shoot, we can't bring everybody. Interesting.
Yoshi, 行くぞ。
この知れ者め、恩をあだで返すとはこのこと
It's
だ。
fucking dead.
貴様が生きていられるのは誰のおかげか。私だ。私のおかげではないか。私が貴様たち兄弟をあの瓦礫の中から救い出した。あの地獄から救ってやったのだ。忘れたのか。
その瓦礫の山を作ったのは誰？その地獄を作ったのは一体誰なの？あの村を焼くよう命じたのはお前だ。父さんや母さんを殺すよう命じたのはお前だ。恩をあだで返すだって。違う。これは正当な復讐よ。
復讐だと笑わせるな。貴様にこの私を殺せるはずがない。私は貴様の父だ。父親だぞ。貴様に愛情を注ぎここまで育てたのはこの私だ。その父を殺すだと。殺せるものなら殺してみよ。さあ殺せ。殺せまい。殺せはしまいよ。なぜだ。なぜ殺せない。わかるか。それはな、貴様の体が覚えているのだ。震えるほどの恐怖を、身もだえするほどの残機よな。さあ剣を捨ててこっちへ来い。さあお父さんのところへおいで。
その話は本当なのか。今の話本当なのか。
息子よ、私の息子マラークよ。貴様まで歯向かうのか。この父に歯向かうと。この恩知らずの知れ者どもめ。
殺してやる。
よせラバ
The blaster, yet it shot regular bullets.
兄さん、しっかりして。目を開けて。
ラバマラーク。
貴様がベオルブ家の末帝ラムザか。しぶといやつだ。ああ、動くんじゃないぞ。ラファ、マラークを助けたいなら成績をこっちへ持ってこい。マラークが持っているはずだ。さっさと探して持ってこんか。そうだ、それを持ってこい。早くせんか。
How about that?
その成績を渡してもらえないだろうか。
あなたはエルムドア公爵殿下。
It'd be funny if the archer still can't hit anybody.
そうではないよお嬢さん。こちらに渡せと言っている。
ラファ気をつけろ。こいつら人間じゃないぞ。
君がベオルブ家の末帝ラムザ君か。私はメスドラーマエルムドアだったものだ。そういえば君には礼を言ってなかったな。いつぞやは世話になった。感謝するよ。私はボルマルフのような手荒な真似は好かんのだよ。そのあたりを理解してほしいものだね。さあ、その成績をこちらに渡してもらおうか。従ってくれるならボルマルフに私から頼もう。彼が連れ去ったベオルブ家のご息女を返せとな。
アルマを連れ去った。
これは極めて簡単な交渉だよ。君は成績を渡す。こちらは人質を解放する。それだけだ。
ラファ渡しちゃダメだ。
交渉には応じないと。ベオルブの看板を背負っているだけはあるということか。だがそれが良い決断かどうか。非常さも時には必要だが後悔するぞ。むしろドラクロワとウィーグラフを倒したことで君は自信をつけ尊大になったということか。交渉に応じずとも我々を倒せる。そう考えているわけだ。なるほど。それも一興。手荒な真似をしたくはなかったが仕方ない。セリア、レディ、彼と遊んであげるとしよう。
He's trying to get Sheen back in chapter 1. What is his gear in this fight? I forget. Black cow. Black robe. That makes sense for the way his outfit is. 88.72. Well, you have less total life. So even though I deal more damage there, maybe it's better to go after Letty? What do you think? Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe I go for Celia because she's the closer of the two to everybody else? Rafa, what are you doing? Oh? I mean... That almost worked! Hey, Ultima. Sorry, N9, you're, oh, you're just getting attacked, but still, sorry.
しまった
I mean, you lived. The one I damaged is all the way in the back now, though. That's a bit of a problem. What? What's the range on Invigoration? So here's the thing. That Ultima's gonna be enough to KO Rafa. Because she just ignored Rafa. So I either have to just immediately have a way to end the fight before Ultima goes off with these three, or heal Rafa. But even if I heal her, Elmdor's gonna get a turn and probably KO. Because Elmdor still gets a turn before, so depending on how low Ultima leaves her, because Murasame did like 90 damage. So she'd have to survive the Ultima with more than 90 hit points, and I think it's going to do like 107 or more. I just highly suspect that, because if Ultima wasn't going to kill, I'm not sure why she went after the Archer, why Letty went after the Archer, when that wasn't a KO move. So yeah, that's why I was trying to think, like, what is the range on Invigoration? The thing is, so Ramza's not gonna, he can't do shit against Letty. Letty's way too fucking far away. I could fuck up Elmdor with the Monk and Ramza, but I don't know if it'll be enough. I could hit Letty with the Monk, and then if Invigoration can reach, I could use Invigoration on Letty, and then heal Rafa. What good is Shockwave gonna do? He can just Aura Punch Elmdor. Oh, he does. But I don't know if it'll reach. Actually, we could kind of check. Okay. The thing I'm not sure on is Invigoration now. For range. So I can count 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, actually, yeah, we gang up on Letty now. Oh, Ramza can... yeah, he could. Okay, yeah, he might be able to just finish it outright for us then, but... Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Alright, well, I'll set up a two-way possibility here for us.
敵が
実力ってやつや。
平気か。
まだやれそうだ。
Let's hedge our bets here.
行こう。
If that is gonna go off before, shoot, I should have hit her. Alright, I didn't think Invigoration was gonna go off before Ultima. Oh damn, that did 166. Yeah, okay, this fight is done. Okay, let's try this again. She has to... Oh, okay. Or that. That wasn't good. Huh. Alright. Yeah, last time I hit the one, and Rafa went ahead and swung at her. But because she was charging, the physical attack was like a guaranteed land, so she just went for that. Don't... What if the whole reason that the AI went for that melee attack was because it knew it was going to get a critical? And in these instances, it knows it's not going to get a critical, so it's not going for it. Okay, she didn't get a critical that time. That's right, Aura Blast can't hit from her. She's like, just... I might have to hit her with the archer. Yeah, I think I do. But I don't know if that will change Rafa's behavior. Let's try this again. Let's try hitting Letty. Okay, that didn't change Rafa's behavior with the physical attack. Also, look at the left. I mean, maybe if I had healed Rafa, she could survive the Ultima, and then the Archer would get a turn. But... that's fine. The thing is, the Archer's turn is still after Ultima goes off. I think this will be enough, though. This is kind of what I was going for last fight. But because we hit the... oh, Ultima's still gonna go off? Okay, never mind. That's what I was going for before. We got one critical, but because of the way the turns work, the battle didn't end right away. At least she's been a bit more consistent with what she's doing. Oh wait, I hit the wrong one again with the Archer. Hold on. I forgot who I was hitting originally. How will this play out, Cotton? Let's find out. I have no idea where she's targeting. I'm kind of curious. Although I think she needs to land a hit for us to win. I'm just curious where that's gonna go. I don't think I can Invigoration Elmdor, can I? Oh. I mean, we can at least get you some GP or some shit, I don't know. Just... so you were or she was targeting this somehow through confusion. I don't think you can even manually target that. But yeah, she needs to land that physical hit. Or we get a crit there. And a physical hit? Hey! Rafa got the...
公爵は味方からは銀の貴公子と慕われる一方、敵からは銀髪騎と恐れられた50年戦争の英雄。戦後
That was an interesting way for it to end.
再建に尽力し、特に機関兵たちの保障について人一倍心を砕いた。そんな人物も心の奥底で求めていたのはウィーグラフや枢機卿と同じ力だったとはな。
否定せんよ。そう蔑まれたとしても、確かに今和の際に私は力を求めた。そのくらい絶望していたのだ。
絶望？
戦争に正義はない。かつての50年戦争にも、この獅子戦争にも、私は 王家を支える貴族の一員として兵を率いて戦った。だが勝利を手にしても心は虚しいだけ。大量の血が流れ、多くの命が失われるその前に、なぜ剣を捨てることができないのか。よし、今夜はこんなところにしておこうか。セリア、レディ、引き上げるぞ。ベオルブの末帝よ、私の成績が欲しくば我が居城ランベリーへ来い。
マラーク兄さん。
Yeah, if you're not like, if you're under leveled, this fight is like really tricky and relies on Rafa's movements and stuff like that. It can be a bit frustrating. I mean, it's less frustrating in some ways than the Vera fight was, but
ほら、夜が明けるよ。
I find it interesting that I'm noticing in the Japanese script they use Nissan a lot, where Marak is used, and like where they actually say his name in the English. I wonder why that is.
夜明けまでよく二人で話したよね。いろいろなことを、思い出とか相談事とか。この戦争が終わったら故郷へ戻ろうって、カルテナーハ一族の村へ戻ろうって言ったよね。行きたかったな、兄さんと二人で。ねえ、その約束はまだ果たされてないよ、兄さん。起きて、兄さん。ほら、目を開けてよ、兄さんってば。
アルマ。
何これ。
ラファの心に反応しているのか。成績スコーピオがラファの心に。ウイグラフの絶望と悲憤が切なる願いとなり、その結果ルカビーと化してしまった。マラークの死を悲しむラファ。
I mean, I'm pretty certain that Nissan is brother. I just find it interesting that she calls him by name a lot more
悲しんでくれるの。
in the English script.
ありがとう。
違う、ラファ、その石は危険だ。手を離すんだ。
When they dress as their elder brother. Okay, so then it's probably more like the respect thing. And that's why. Because we don't really have that in English. But I mean, they could have just had her calling him brother, too.
ラファ、何があった？俺は一体。痛いよ、ラファ。
誰かに呼ばれたような気がする。ラファじゃない。聞いたこともない声だったと思う。正しき心を持つ者のもとへ戻れ。お前を愛する者のところへ帰れ。その声はそう言ってたと思う。
成績がこんなところに。
It's square again.
僕は成績は神が使わしたものではなく、もっと邪悪な何かがこの世界を混沌に陥れるために作ったマギだと思っていた。
誰が何のために想像したのかはわからないが、この魔力に満ち溢れた成績と呼ばれるクリスタル、要は使う側の問題ということなんだな。
アルマ、
膠着状態に業を煮やした北天騎士団は前線に配置された多兵力を総動員し、ベスラ要塞の攻略に着手しようとしていた。両陣営の決戦は近い。
ありがとう、ラムザ。
共に行こう。
Yep, we recruit them, take their stuff, and then kick them out.
ものすごい力で潰されたり引き裂かれたりとひどい死体ばかりだった。
Never seen such slaughter, so even when your village was destroyed, I guess it was not as
その中に
crazy
あ
as
な
this.
たの妹さんがいなかったのは幸いと言うべきかしら。
ああ、そうだね。だけどあまりにもむごい。
この城にいたのは間
True.
違いないんだ。奴らに連れ去られたと考えるのが自然だな。リオファネスへやってきた神殿騎士は3人だが、そのうちの2人は
僕が倒した神殿騎士は
But I mean, they basically wiped out an entire village and burned it down and killed everybody in it except for these
若い
two.
神殿騎士のイズルードは死んでいたよ。傷を見る限りそれと戦ったみたいだ。どうやら最後の一人が連れ去ったようだな。おそらくその神殿騎士も。
連中は教皇フューネラルの指示で動いているんだよな。だとしたら行き先はグレバドス教の総本山コート・ミロンドへ戻ったんじゃないのか。
そうかもしれない。ただ僕には教皇聖火が成績の秘密を知っていたとは思えないんだ。その証拠にルカビーと化したウィーグラフは死の直前まで成績の秘密を知らなかった。それにさっきも言った通り、もう一人の神殿騎士イズルードはそれと戦って死んだ。
どういうことだ。
戦争を陰で操り、教会の支配を盤石なものとする。
Although in theory, Wheatgraph did all of his slaying, which is where this is where we found Wheatgraph surrounded by bodies as a human.
それらは聖火の願望かもしれない。だけど、
But he could be talking about the chaos of the other parts where that Fulmarv did.
成績に執着するのは何かもっと別の意図、目的を感じるんだ。
つまりこういうことか。教皇の野心すら利用している者たちがいると。
あなたの妹さんを連れ去ったもう一人の神殿騎士エルムドア公爵はボルマルフだと言っていたわ。
ボルマルフ、確か神殿騎士団のトップ 団長だったはず。教皇の片腕にして野心家と聞いている。そして俺たちのように汚れ仕事を請け負っていると。
その男が黒幕で間違いないようだ。
これからどうする？
アルマを連れ去ったのには何か理由があるはずだ。それなら今すぐに殺したりはしないだろう。ゼルテニアに行ってみようと思うんだ。かの地には父の友人だったオルランドー伯がおいでだ。ゲルモギ育成展をご覧いただき、その上で教会の陰謀を暴くために協力を仰ごうかと。それとディリータにも会ってみようと思う。彼なら何か知っているかもしれない。
ディリータ？ディリータ・ハイラルか。グリムス男爵の後を継いで黒曜騎士団の団長となった。戦時下とはいえ異例の出世でな。どうも裏があると睨んでいたんだが。
おそらくディリータを裏で動かしているのは教会と神殿騎士団だと思う。新教会派の騎士を表舞台で手柄を立てさせ、民衆の人気を集めつつ軍事力をも手中に収める。だけどディリータはどこまで知ってるんだ？エルムドア公爵やボルマルフの正体を知っているのか？
父上、お帰りなさいませ。
I was reading somebody's take on Luca V and the Stones on Reddit, and their take on the connection to Final Fantasy XII and the Nethicite. I found it kind of interesting. Basically, I'll talk about it after this cutscene.
味方が味方を監視せんと戦えんとはな。世も末だよ。まあそれだけわしの求心力が落ちたということだ。我ながら情けないな。
ご冗談を。それをおっしゃるならゴルターナ公でございましょう。むしろ父上が踏ん張っておられるからこそ他の将らも公に従うのだと皆が噂しております。
If I hide my face, I can freeze it by hiding my face. Put my hand up right in front of my face.
我がオルランド家の家訓だ。デュライ家の養子になったからとて、お前が我が息子であることに変わりはない。家訓を忘れてはならんぞ。よいな。
失礼を。口が過ぎました。
では本題に移ろうか。報告を。
気候都市ゴーグで気候士の親子が聖石と思われるクリスタルを発見したこと、および亡くなった枢機卿が先の戦乱の最中にゼラモニアの古城で聖石を回収したこと、いずれも事実でした。これらの聖石については例の御曹司が所持しており、それをめぐって神殿騎士団と対立しているとのこと。
バルバネスの息子か。異端者の烙印はかの者をあぶり出すためというわけだな。ミロンドへ放った密偵はどうだ？
残念ながら連絡が途絶えました。この戦乱から教皇聖火の関与をやめさせるためになんとか謀略の証拠をつかみたかったのですが、
いずれ奴らはこれにも気づくだろう。その時が本当の戦い、わしの最後の戦いになるかもしれんな。
I feel like they should have left him as a squire, but it's alright. Because Gallant Knight is like the highest rank of knight that his dad obtains. But it's like who... The titles are supposed to be given, like, or recognized by some authority. Who's naming the heretic Ramza a Gallant Knight? That's why I always felt like it worked that he just stayed a squire. But anyway, the post that I was reading on Reddit was talking about, the Arisites in FFT being de-facted Nethicite from Final Fantasy XII. The Lucavi essentially being the Espers of Final Fantasy XII, and the beings within the Auracite / de-facted Nethicite are actually the Akuria, still meddling in mortal affairs through those stones. Like something happened where now like they can only interact with the world through those stones or something like that. So I thought that was an interesting take. I don't think there's a whole lot to back that up. I don't think that actually matters, but that is kind of funny. It was in Virgo. That is funny. Alright, now I gotta kick these two out. We did still need their, like, chat from the very end of the game, but obviously we can't really do that fight with them, so. Alright. Let's spend our JP that we earned, I think. Oh, we could wait for double hand. But yeah, Muramasa is in the shop now. So we could learn that, or we could wait for double hand. We have errands we need to do and stuff. Maybe life font's good for him to have. Damn, Celine's 1000 JP. What were we saving for? I guess we were saving for Bravery Surge. Strength Surge actually might be good. But while you're in Mystic, not so much. Maybe for the Dancer. Yeah, I mean, Speed Surge could be good. Bravery Surge is nice, because we still need to pump your bravery some. Guess I'll learn Life Font. Although, I like the ability of resetting. First Strike could be good too. You are a good chunk of the way there. The thing is, we don't need to learn it, like, immediately. Shirodori would also be good. You're furthest from Shirodori, I think. Oh, maybe not. It's what, like 400? Yeah. We are pumping your magic attack, so you would be somewhat effective with that on secondary. Definitely some options. I think we're gonna stop Final Fantasy Tactics here for the night, though. And we can figure all of that out next time. But we finally made it out of Chapter 3, which is nice. Now we just have the Blitz of Chapter 4 to go, gear to buy, etc. So...